Try again. First, it don't succeed. Try again. Let's see. Get that out the way. Let's try it again. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. This is a test. We're gonna see if we in business because last time I tried this, I did it, and okay, here we go. Now we good. Now we cooking with some grease. Now we're cooking with some grease. All right. So listen. First off, we're gonna start by saying we want to thank God for another day of life and another day of strength. We want to thank God for the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows. And yesterday I said it this morning. If you didn't catch my live, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, you didn't catch my video from this morning. Check it out. I wasn't live. Yes, I was live this morning, and but I actually talked about church and everything. I reiterate before I get into. It's not Tuesday, but I was reading Old Testimonial Tuesdays, and I saw this in my email, and because I didn't print things out. I got to get more organized, but I didn't print things out. So, but anyway, I um I went to service yesterday, and the service was about you know uh you know Christians. We as Christians, if believers, let's say people of faith, if people of faith started treating each other like they were people of faith, then the world, the schools, the communities, the way things are, wouldn't be as bad, wouldn't be as bad as they are. You know, we want to rely on, the government, the police, different systems that are set in place. And I shared a story about growing up as a kid. When you got out of line, in the community where we grew up in, people knew your parents. And if you got out of line and did something out of pocket, then they would chastise you. I know things are different now. It's not the same as it was back then. Things are different. That's a lot of years ago. But I know things are different. But I said that to say that, you know, people were more loving, people were more caring about one another, and people had more stake in seeing people succeed. And now I feel like most people feel like they have made it, and they care about themselves. Greed is taking over, and people care more about finances and money than they care about human life or humanity, if you will. So anyway, that's basically what the service was about. And so we're gonna get into today. It's not Tuesday, but in honor of everything that's going on, it's a crazy week for me. I shared about that, talked about that over the weekend. If you can see that video, I went to Big John's. I talked a little bit about it at Big John's Eatery. So you check that video out as well. Go back to that. But I usually do these on Tuesdays, so I may not do one tomorrow. That's why I'm doing it now. So we're gonna get into it. This was written to me, or shared with me to share with you all on my Testimony Tuesday. So you know, we're gonna share it. We're gonna share it, and we thank God for everybody. And if you want to email me, you can email me at testimonialtuesdays at gmail.com. Like I said, I do this every week. I share every week. Those that wanna feel like sharing. Like I said, testimonialtuesdays at gmail.com. I do them every Tuesday. But today, with everything that's going on, I don't think I'm gonna do one tomorrow. So, but anyway, let's get into the meat of why we all are here. Testimonial Tuesdays on Monday. So it says guns tip. This is for your Testimony Tuesdays. You can share it however you feel the need. I used to be a woman people whispered about. The one whose kid's father got killed in the streets. The one who should have known better. The one who tried to do that life. But what they didn't see was the man he was becoming. Yes, he had a life caught up in gangs and gang violence. Yes, he made mistakes. But before he was taken from us, he gave his life to God. He was trying to change, trying to be present, trying to become the father our children deserve. And just when I started to believe in that change, he was gone. That broke something in me. Not just my heart, my faith, my identity, my will to keep going. I was bitter, angry at the world, angry at God, angry at Him for leaving us, even though I knew it wasn't that simple. I felt lost in every sense of the word. And I'm going to be real. That's where moments I didn't want to be a mother. But there were moments that I didn't want to be a mother anymore. Moments where the weight of everything felt so heavy that I thought about walking away. Not because I didn't love my kids, but because I didn't know how to carry that pain and still be strong for them. That's a hand truly. That's the hand truly, but it's mine. What kept me wasn't strength, it wasn't grace, it was God holding me together when I was falling apart. It was my family stepping in when I couldn't show up fully. It was my children, without even knowing, reminding me every day that I still had a purpose. So I stayed. Some days barely, some days in tears, some days just going through the motions. But I prayed, even when the prayers were just, God help me. And little by little, something started to shift. The anger softened. The bitterness didn't control me like it used to. I started to see beyond the pain. I started to heal. Not perfectly, not all at once, but truly. Today I look at my children and see strength, I see growth, I see purpose. They are becoming productive, grounded young people, the kind of people their father prayed they would be, the kind of people that will make him proud. And I believe with everything in me that he is proud. His life wasn't wasted. His decision to turn to God mattered. And even though he's not here physically, that change lives on through our children. If you're watching this and feel broken, bitter, or like giving up, don't leave your story in that place. Stay. I'm gonna read that over again, y'all. It says, if you're watching this and you feel broken, bitter, or like giving up, don't leave your story in that place. Stay. Even if it's messy, even if it hurts, even if all you can do is whisper a prayer. Because God can still build something beautiful out of what feels completely destroyed. This is my testimony. And God bless you. God bless you. God bless your kids. God bless your family. Thank you for sharing your testimony. I was in California. I actually had a friend that is kind of similar to your story. He had kids. He didn't give his life to God, but he was trying to change his life around. And he ended up like this guy. Like some people just have like a spirit of death on them. They wanna destroy and tear something up. And so this guy, like maybe a week or so before he killed my friend, he spray painting on like where we live is an alleyway in California, and he was getting ready to spray paint, and my dad stopped him, and so he went and got a gun, but he had it, in the streets you got to get, when you're doing something in the community in the area, you got to get approval from the members of the gang, the head members of the gang. So he went and asked for permission to knock my dad off, and the leader of the gang said no. Said, leave him be, leave it alone. And so he left it alone. And so fast forward, my partner came over. He asked my dad, "Can I go to this party?" And my dad was like, "Nah, you know that what was gonna go on at the party. I don't know if he had an inside way. He was fearful of what's gonna happen, but he told him, I didn't know anything about it until afterwards. But he told him that I couldn't go, and he ended up getting into the fight with the same guy, and the guy ended up killing him. Like sometimes in life, I pray for your kids. I pray for you. I pray for your family. I pray God keeps you and keeps them. And thank you for sharing testimony. I know it's hard to write those words down on paper, to put it down on paper. So I thank you for sharing that. And like I said, I can relate, but you know, I can't relate. You know, I was grown. I lost my dad, so I still have my mom. Thank God, I still got my mom. I still got people that care about me, to put their loving arms around me and tell me that everything's gonna be all right, even though and to help me and support me when I fall. You know what I mean? So we thank God for it all. But you're in my prayers. The family's in my prayers. So with that being said, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed, and like I always say, tell somebody you love them, and thank God for the can you are dealt. Because like I always say, if you throw your hand down on the ground, somebody has to pick it up and run with it. Because even though you think you might have it bad, you might have it bad, you might have it real bad, but just know that somebody has it worse than you. So if you throw your hand down on the ground, somebody will pick it up and run with it. So know that. So with that being said, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. Like I always say, tell somebody you love them, because you never know when you're going to go, you never know when they're going to go. Kiss the ones you love, you never know when you kiss them again. Also, a kind word, kind gesture goes a long way. So share a kind word, do a kind gesture, and you'll be surprised how that kind word, that kind gesture can change somebody's life. I'm a testimony to that, because a kind word, that kind gesture changed my life. I thank God for the people every day. So with that being said, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. We're going to rock and roll. Tomorrow is test day. We're going to knock this thing out of the park. It's play baseball. I can't do the sound though. Home run. But anyway, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace out. Be blessed.